From the pages of magazines to TV to shampoo bottles, hair is everywhere. But this isn't the case for all women, like those who choose to cover their hair as a part of their religious identity. This is Maine, and today we are uncovering the real story behind women who choose to cover their hair. Wearing a hijab does not mean Muslim women don't style their hair or enjoy being treated at a salon. That's where Huda Quhshi comes in. She's the owner of Jemalik, a Brooklyn salon that caters to Muslim women who cover their hair in public. As a wearer of hijab, Huda decided it was time for a salon space to be open for Muslim women whose needs may not always be met elsewhere.
So the hijab is how I practice my faith, and it's how I express my identity. So as a Muslim woman, when I walk outside, if you see me wearing a hijab, you immediately know I'm a Muslim woman. I wore it at a young age. I started wearing my hijab when I was 14. A part of the Yemeni culture is we wear our hijab young, although we don't have to wear the hijab until we hit puberty, because when we wear our hijab, it's we're doing it for God. And the right time to do that is as soon as you have a maturity and an understanding of your faith.
What would you say are some of the most common misconceptions about wearing the hijab?
I'm wearing my scarf because my husband told me to wear it. We don't wear the hijab for our husbands. We wear it for God. And it's a choice that we make as women. We choose when to wear our hijab. We choose how to wear our hijab. And we choose, to wear it for our purposes, not because my father told me, not because my husband told me. Men have nothing to do with the hijab. It's our choice as Muslim women. The salon, it gave them a safe space where they can feel accepted, because before this, we never had a space that we can practice our faith and get beautified at the same time. I'm so proud that I was able to bring this to them, not knowing what an impact it's gonna have. I just went with my gut. I knew this is what I wanted for me, for my daughter, for my sister, for my mother, and for all Muslim women. So this area here is the main area of the salon where the women get their hair colored and cut, styling, everything. You name it, we do it. I didn't compromise. I didn't care what it would take. I wanted to make sure it was special and it was different. As well as, the details I put in here. I wanted women, when coming in here, feeling like they're coming to get a luxury service. So it's so nice when women come in here and when they first open the doors, they're shocked,
Yeah.
They're so surprised. They don't expect the space to be big, first of all. They sit in the chair and they're like, wow, this is not something I'm used to just take off my scarf in a salon. And they literally feel like they're at home.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
It's just so pretty in here.
Thank you so much.
For modern Orthodox Jewish women like Zelda Voltov, wearing a wig in public is a part of her Jewish identity. But Zelda was frustrated by her experiences shopping in wig stores. So she decided to start her own wig business. Now she's working towards showing young women within her community that shopping for and wearing wigs can be fun and fashionable.
I was 19 when I got engaged, and I was searching for wigs with my mother. She brought me to her, lady that sold wigs. So it's very different style, very old-fashioned. And I left with a short, dark wig that looked nothing like me. I never felt confident. I never felt like myself. And I definitely never felt beautiful. I love our faith, and I love, being an observant Jew. And I just hated doing this important beautiful commandment, which we call it is a mitzvah. This is the number one question that people ask is why, how is it modest for a woman to cover her hair with a wig that sometimes is more attractive than her natural hair? It's about privacy and channeling the beauty for whoever she wants to let in. It's about keeping something intimate just for your spouse. It's really a full wig, so it's my full head is covered, but my own hair is out in the front. a little bit, so it kind of blends in. The general idea is we have like a full stock of wigs, full wall of wigs that a woman would have an initial consult. We would discuss color and size and texture, and then we would pick from, various different pieces that we would try on. But the stock of wigs are very raw pieces, so they just kind of are like a raw canvas, blank canvas with like nothing, just hair, nothing going on. And then customizing it for her, adding color and cut and style and all that. So the idea behind my wigs is that they're all very natural. So whatever color you see, that's their natural color, and whatever texture. So if it's curly, wavy, straight, frizzy, that's the way they were before they were cut off.
So this is someone's like natural.
Yeah,
someone
natural
naturally
curls.
had this.
Yes.
Oh. Can you tell me a little bit about going from having these conversations with other women within your community to then actually opening up the shop and what that process was like?
My parents are from Russia, so I've been to Ukraine before, and I knew that that's where a lot of the good hair is sourced. And finally I found a really good supplier and a manufacturer, and I just made myself a wig. Then my mother fell in love with it, and she wanted one. I just felt renewed and fresh in my love for keeping this commandment. And I wanted to, for everyone else to feel like that.
Do you cater to women outside of the Jewish community as well?
So majority of our clients are, from the Orthodox Jewish community, but we have a lot of clients, especially recently, who suffer from alopecia or cancer patients that are looking for natural wigs that have come. As well as we do a lot of editorials and fashion that use a lot of wigs, so we have a variety. I travel to Ukraine every 6 to 8 weeks where I select the hair. There's a few suppliers. This is Olga, our wig technician magician.
And how long does something like this take?
So a full skin top from scratch could take about 2 weeks to hand tie. And here we have Lisette, who is our amazing colorist. You could treat it like your own hair. You could curl it, style it, blow it, straighten it.
It's incredible.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun to play with them.
Yeah. Zelda and Huda are proving that for young women in Muslim and Jewish communities, hair coverings are becoming a symbol of empowerment and autonomy. And although the practice has distinct roots in each religion, shared values like modesty and independence are common amongst women, whether they're wearing a shuttle or a hijab. Huda, Zelda, I'm so excited to have you both here. Probably a common misconception is that underneath the shuttle or underneath your hijab, you're not taking care of your natural hair.
That's very interesting because most of the time I would say that women, their hair underneath look exactly like their wig. So for example, my wig now, this is exactly, when I would take it off, my natural hair looks exactly like this.
Wow.
So I get it highlighted and I, get it washed and set and styled just as often, just as I would do my wig.
Just because we cover our hair doesn't mean we don't, care for it or do crazy things sometimes to it, fun colors and all of that.
Potentially covering your hair can be empowering because you're like, I'm gonna do this thing for me
Right.
and the people that I really want to see it, and then everyone else can just get this version.
Right.
Especially when we're talking about culture within the United States, there is not a widespread education on head covering as it relates to religion. And so many times we can misconstrue social norms to then be religious practices.
Like you said, you're able to do it for you. And when people tell me that, you're putting it under your scarf, what's the use? Nobody's going to see it. Say, you know what? I'm not doing it for the people to see. I'm doing it for me.
Yeah,
I see myself in the mirror, and I want to see myself beautiful. Not all Muslim women wear the headscarf. Not all of them cover their hair. Some choose to wear it a little bit later. Some choose to wear it younger. It's a choice that we have. It's a freedom of expression that we have.
We're very observant, both of us, and people feel like, when women are observant, they must be oppressed.
Right.
And I feel like it's very interesting. We're both young women in a very modern time, and we're both observant, and we and yet we have our own businesses.
It's very empowering to say, I'm a woman, I'm a businesswoman, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm Muslim, I cover.
Religion is not an oppression, and it's beautiful, fashionable, fun, creative, and women have so many outlets within religion to be themselves while, simultaneously serving God and having a higher purpose.
Yeah. You can do anything and follow your religion. You just have to find the ways to do it.
That's really fantastic.
Thank you.
Now, women like Zelda and Huda are creating a new dialogue around head coverings. One built around the sense of self and unity the practice can give women, both in Muslim, Jewish, and all other faiths. And while hairstyles may come and go, feeling confident and connected never goes out of style.